Hello everyone. This is a tutorial time. Many of you asking me about how to integrate Unity MCP into project and how to start to doing stuff with AI. So let's get started with all of this. So first of all, we need to have a Unity project. Right now I have empty brand new Unity project. It has nothing custom on board. And first of all, we would need to install Unity MCP. And to do that, we would need to go to the web page on GitHub of the Unity MCP project, and there are two ways to install it. The first way is to download the installer, and the second way is to use an OpenUPM command line tool and to run this command. I prefer to go with option 2, but that's totally fine if you want to go with option 1. So just download it. I'm gonna show. So you can grab the file, save it anywhere you want, and just launch it like double click. If double click not gonna work, you can do it in a bit different way. You can go to Unity project, click assets, import package, custom package, and you would need to select that file right there and click open, and it's gonna do that. Actually, let's go with this way anyway. We already do this. So then click import right here at the bottom, and you could. It's gonna be installed. And let me show you a second way. So we would need to go with command line, which is much easier, at least to me. We need to open the project, the folder of the project, like the root folder of the project. We need to open terminal in the folder. So make sure we are here in the project, and we're gonna go and run that command. It's gonna be done in a couple of seconds. And as only is going to be done, we would need to switch back to Unity, and that's it. The installation is completed. OpenUPM is a command line tool. If you don't have it, you would need to install it from another. I mean, you can Google it up, like how to install OpenUPM. All right. So it was the first way to install it, and was the second way. And you may see right here, Unity is already doing something, and that's exactly downloading OpenUPM, Unity MCP stuff, any related dependency, and all that stuff. So it's going to be done very soon. And as soon as it's done, we're going to see a window. Let's wait for a sec. It's going to be a window of Unity AI connections, MCP setup configurations, and we would need to set up configuration for any of MCP clients. MCP client that's such a Claude Code, Claude Desktop, Visual Studio Code has many different extensions for Copilot, like GitHub Copilot, for Claude Code as well, for Codex as well, like independent command line tool, which also may work. It has some issues right now. I would not recommend to use it, but later everything's gonna be fixed. I'm gonna show you the sample how to do that with Claude Code specifically. So, and that's actually very simple. We have this window, right? We just need to click configure right here, and that's it. So it's already configured. So if I'm gonna go right there and I'm gonna start, that's very important, by the way. I have to be in the folder of the project. I'm still here. So if I'm gonna run Claude, it's gonna start. And do you see this small green ring? It should be converted to a circle any moment. Oh, already done. So that means we get connected. So we established connection between AI window, this one, and Unity editor right here. We have control, so if you want, you can disconnect for any reason. And if you want to have a different port or a different URL, let's say you're going to host your AI somewhere else on another machine, maybe, I don't know. So you can put any URL here and any port and then click connect. As soon as you click connect, it's become a read-only text field. You cannot modify it anymore. So we get connected. Let's double check, like everything is working. In Claude Code, we can run a command /mcp, all right? And we can see we have a single MCP with status connected. That's good sign, but let's be very sure everything's good. We have to click to, we need to click enter. And right here, we can see 42 tools. And that's perfect. I mean, it's perfect if that's not zero. Like the exact number could be different. It might depend on your project. Let me make it a bit bigger for you. All right. So we have connection. Everything is ready to go. We can do wherever you want at this moment of time. So we can close this window. It's not important anymore. And let's ask AI, to do any kind of stuff. I like to spawn some primitives like spheres, cubes, etc. just because it's pretty good visual and easy to do. So let's say make 3 cubes on a line with distance from each other equal 2 or 1, and make a sphere on top of each cube. Create materials for each cube and sphere. Make spheres metallic, cubes like non-metallic, I don't know. All right, and use red, blue, and green colors for each pair of primitives. All right, I hit enter, and let's take a look. It's gonna take like maybe a minute or less to AI to handle this job. And I know on the first look it looks like come on, I can spawn cubes pretty easily. Oh, by the way, hold on a sec. So right now Claude asks me like, do I allow to do that? And I usually prefer to choose option number 2. You can click number 2 on a keyboard, or you can use arrows on a keyboard like to navigate up and down and click enter. So let's allow always. All right. So while it's going, maybe it's gonna ask me a few more times for each unique tool it's gonna use first time. It's only gonna allow this always. It's never gonna ask you about that specific tool anymore. And as we saw, there are 42 tools in total. So if you're gonna allow all of them, it's never gonna ask you anything more. So, and yeah, as I said, like, come on, it's very simple scenario. Like, I can spawn cubes on my own, like, even faster than AI can do that. But the key point here, just to showcase, AI can do much more. Like, it can literally do everything. But just to make it simple and quick, we're doing a very simple scenario right now. All right, so right here, you can see like everything, what's going on, right? You can see what JSON AI sends to Unity MCP. The JSON, it's like, I mean, in this scenario, it's just a data, pure data that's needed to MCP tool to operate. And the AI is doing a great job generating that JSON perfectly. All right, that's our few more tools. As we see, it creates materials right now. All right, that's awesome because I asked it to do that. Oh, I see some primitives right here in the Unity. And let me move this out. Oh, nice. We have all of this stuff right here. The materials are not yet connected, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be done in a few seconds because materials are already there. Oh, right now we can see, oh, that's a glitch of Claude Code. It happens sometime. Modify asset file, that probably means Claude Code right now is modifying the materials data. So it's gonna set colors and metallic and non-metallic properties. And I believe after that, it's gonna connect those materials to these primitives. All right, it said materials configured successfully. Let's add a few more tools. Oh, nice. We have it. And that's exactly as I asked. So sphere is kind of like metallic, glowing, and the cube has non-metallic, like soft material style. Here we go. It works perfectly. All right, so let's do another quick test. Let's say I want to have an animation. Let's say it's going to be animation. Each of this sphere should fly like up and down. All right. So let's ask AI to do that. Make a script that would play an animation of moving an object from current position to a higher vertical point from the current position by variable height. All right. Um, let customize it in inspector and also allow to customize speed of the animation. Then attach the components to each sphere. Also make sure the script is executable in Unity editor, just to make it a bit more visual. All right, so right now AI gonna do some C# coding for us. That's gonna be a pretty simple script, and it's gonna attach this script to a couple of spheres. And it's gonna be an animation in a minute. All right, we need to allow another tool. Oh, we can see right now, like Unity gets started to recompile some code, which means the script already there on board. Vertical animation.cs, I see it right there. All right, let's select some spheres right here to take a look what does it have right now. There is no script yet here. It's just standard sphere mesh renderer. Oh, it's asked me to allow, of course. Go ahead. All right. Oh, we have it. We have it right here. All right. So it doesn't look like it's doing the job right. And probably I know why. Yeah, the position is fixed. It doesn't move. So let me ask AI to fix that. It is actually not moving. It just lifted up for some meter or two, and it is frozen there. I needed to fly up and down from fixed point in space to the fixed point in space. Let me choose lower and higher Y position in the inspector and keep X and Z from the current position. I just added a bit more details, like what I want, because probably my previous explanation was not good enough technically. That's why AI probably AI probably did it technically correct, just because I was not precise enough. We have what we have. So this explanation should fix it, I believe. So let's take a look. We have some recompilation right here. All right. Yeah, it is better for sure. Just just it completely removed position X and Z. But the elevation definitely works. All right, let me do a bit better. Let me choose the top and bottom position X, Y, Z in the inspector. So if we're gonna have full control on X, Y, Z, we can just simply set any value into it what we want. So yeah, it's still going. All right. Yeah, we have bottom and top positions. So we have full control of this stuff. All right, so this should be... It goes so slow, by the way. What's going on? All right, should be -1 here as well. Oh, you know what? That's actually fun. Let me do it like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, and for green sphere, it should be a 1, 1. And let's top one set -.5. Right, like this. So we can make it faster, like 3, 2, and 1. So it's like that. And also, if you take a look, the sphere goes, like the half of the sphere goes through the cube. We can simply fix that by just selecting all of these spheres right there and moving this one to the 1. Perfect. It's done. I actually was able to ask AI to do all of these minor fixes, but that's actually very simple to do manually. All right. So it was done. That's actually a first tutorial, how to use Unity MCP, how to install it, how to do some first stuff. I hope it's helpful. Let me know if you need anything else to know. I'm glad to help. All right. Thank you for your time. See you next time.